Hi guys, welcome to Watkins Way. Today we're going to make an old Kentucky recipe. We're going to make a pecan pie. We're going to follow that up with a classic Kentucky cocktail made with what else? Old Granddad bourbon. So stay with us. Okay, let's get started on our pecan pie. What I've already done today is I bought a pie crust at the store. I got my pie weights in here. I got this shield over here for the crust. I got my oven at 375. I'm going to put this in the oven for about 10 minutes, bring it back out. During that time, we're going to be putting our ingredients together for the pecan pie. So this is going to go in the oven, right on the center rack. Just slide it over there. That's at 375 for 10 minutes. Our ingredients is going to be brown sugar, the Karo white syrup, the Karo dark syrup, a cup of pecans. I got a little more than a cup. We got a 1/4 cup of melted butter and 3 eggs. So let's get started with our eggs. This is an old Kentucky recipe that I got from a friend of mine back there. I got updated on it last week. I wasn't sure all the ingredients that went in this, but every time I go back there and I go to their house or my mom's house at the time, it was always, somebody was always making me a pecan pie. This has always been my favorite pie. So we're just going to kind of mix those up a little bit. We're going to throw in our brown sugar. We're going to pour in our Karo, K-A-R-O, white syrup, and mix that up a little bit. Then this is the Karo dark syrup. It has just a little hint of vanilla. And if you get it where it don't have vanilla, then you can add a little vanilla extract to it. All right, we got that. And we got our melted butter. And that's a 1/4 cup of melted butter. And then we just dump our pecans in. That one's trying to get away. Probably don't want to be going in the oven, I guess. So anyway. All right, we're going to go ahead and mix all this up. And then as soon as our oven is, pie crust has been in there for 10 minutes at 375. We're going to pour this in the pie crust. We're going to cut the temperature down on our oven to 350, and we're going to cook it about 35 minutes. So stay with me. I'll be right back. Okay, our pie crust has been in our oven at 375 for 10 minutes. So now I'm going to take the pie crust out, and we're going to adjust the temperature back to 350. So we'll do that right now, because we want to put the pie back in for about 35 minutes. And I got to remember it's hot not to burn myself. So I'm going to grab this shield, take it off, and take my pie weights. Hopefully I can do this without screwing everything up. And pour those in there. Here's our pie crust. Looks all right, I think. So what I want to do here is I'm going to just kind of mix this up. And while I'm mixing it up, you know, I always do all these recipes the Watkins way. So today the Watkins way is going to be, we're going to add some old Granddad bourbon to the pecan pie. So I'm going to do just about an ounce. Mix this up. All right, we're going to add it to our filling in here. Put it back in the oven for 35 minutes at 350 degrees. And it should be pretty good. And then we're going to work on that old Kentucky cocktail. Looks good right on the center rack at 350 degrees for 35 minutes. So stay with us for 35 minutes. We'll take the pie out, and then we're going to make a classic cocktail. Okay, today we're going to make a Kentucky Mule. It's almost like a Moscow Mule. The ingredients for a Moscow Mule is vodka, ginger beer, and lime juice. Today we're going to use bourbon, ginger beer, and instead of using lime juice, I'm going to use just a splash of cranberry juice. and that's going to be our Kentucky Mule. So let's get started. We're going to use Old Granddad. We got our ginger beer, just about 2 ounces of cranberry juice. And I got the copper mug. The reason that you use the copper mug is it stays cold longer and the ice don't melt as fast. So anytime you order a Moscow Mule, you're going to use a copper mug. So put our ice in here. We're going to add our 2 ounces of bourbon in. The Old Granddad. That's 2 ounces. Then I'm going to top it off with ginger beer. And we're going to get almost to the top. All right, leave enough room for the cranberry juice. And this is going to be the Watkins way instead of using the lime juice. And the other Watkins way is, if you use lime juice, they probably want you to use a garnish as a lime wheel or something. So I'm not going to do that. We're going to do a Kentucky sprig of mint. So let's try it out, see how it tastes. Man, when you take a sip of that, you can smell the mint with that bourbon and cranberry juice and ginger beer. That's a good combination. You should make this. All right, so let's go check on our pie. It should be just about ready. All right, we got our pie. I just cut a piece, put it on a plate, put a little garnish of mint sprig on there. This drink is still really good, and I tell you what, look at that. I mean, that's why you use a copper mug. I made this about 10-15 minutes ago, and it's just as cold as it can be. So what I want to do, remember I put a shot of Old Granddad bourbon in here? I'm going to see if we can taste the bourbon. So, that's good for a pecan pie, even if you can't taste the bourbon. I can't taste the bourbon, but I tell you what I can taste. I can taste the bourbon in this, so I'm out of here. See you later.